Okay, episode 4, I think. So this is how I'm doing SEO. We went through the data structure, went through the engine, and now SEO. This is the other thing that I thought I could win on once building this directory that's SEO optimized, monitoring it, right, for keywords. I have my agents connected to Google Console, Analytics, PageSpeed, and Data for SEO. We came up with keyword strategy, set up with certain skills, and then I'm operating with 2 agents. One that is this SEO agent that identifies opportunity, looks at our website, uses Firecrawl to scrape, identifies the opportunity, and then a website agent that once opportunities are identified and ranked, the web agent then finds out, like, looks at the code through GitHub, finds out how it would make these changes, and then it also estimates the credits it'll take to make these changes, and then it pushes them into Airtable, step 1, for me to approve. Once approved, it then triggers again for step 2, which is actually making the changes and opening up a PR in GitHub. I'll connect this in the post, but this is just a summary after I ran it for this week. I run this every 2 weeks. Well, I will. This is just the second week. But after I ran it, I said just to make an artifact. I told the agent of what you did. So here it is. It's validating demand, scoring for ROI, because I'm not making all of these changes. And again, I'm going into Airtable. I have an interface. It's within that engine room that I showed yesterday, where I am approving whether or not we should make these proposed changes. So yeah, and then it hands off to WebBurb. So these are breakdowns, looking through Google Search Console, technical audits, ROI triage, all of that. And here is a good, so what we're doing now and how it used to work, where you have to export from Google Search Console and sort and do all of that. We're just analyzing, 25,000 rows at once, all of these keywords, and then I'm still approving, so that is key, and that is quick. So here's the saved time. And again, this is obviously applicable to pretty much any business. If you or if you're online, then you could use something like this. Here's how it's showing me, ROI, high ROI opportunities, what might not be worth it. So that's that. I'll show you how this is running. So this is what it looks like. I'll link this chat too, so you can kind of just look through what's running. But this is the long prompt for the trigger. It's calling different skills, saying how to use it. That took some iteration to build. And then, it just goes off and it starts looking, it's loading the skills, it's reading our Airtable queue in case there's anything in there, changes that it's already suggested, but I just haven't gone in and approved them. It doesn't want to repeat them if it's there, so it doesn't want to show them twice. So it's going through that. Here you can see what pages, so it's looking at the specific pages. Again, I have like my content, so anything that I'm writing, like posts on there is in this Airtable, so we can see and have access to that. So it can either change within there if we're just changing the words, and then that updates on the site, or if we need code changes, then that WebBurb, and this is how it's running. So again, looking at the repository and Airtable, and I'll link this too, and then suggesting code changes and that. So yeah, I hope that's useful. That is SEO, and this runs every 2 weeks, and I just get pinged when it's done, well, not done, when it's in Airtable, and I have to approve for round 2 to be done, which is updating the actual site. So I get pinged, I see the changes, I approve. I don't need that step either, but I decided to put it in because I want to see before we go making changes to the site. Approve real quick, one click, and then it'll send and then make the changes. So that is how I am doing SEO.